How are you, children? Welcome to our music lesson. Today, we'll do more on bars and bar lines and time signatures as we had started in the last week. We said a bar is a group of notes. It can be a group of twos, a group of threes, or a group of fours. For example, in this example here, we have a group of twos in every bar. We have a group of twos in every bar. So this is a bar. And then we said a vertical line that divides every bar, it is called a bar line. This vertical line that is here, this one, this is called a bar line. It is a single line dividing the bars. Then we said a double bar line marks the end of the piece of music. A double bar line marks the end of the piece of music. Then we looked at time signatures, children. We said time signature has two figures. That is two numbers, one at the top and another one at the bottom. Now the one at the top, we said it tells us the number of beats in every bar. Like for instance, these ones, how many beats are there, children? There are two in every bar. That is why you are seeing two at the top. So this one, the top number, tells us the number of beats in every bar. The top number tells us the number of beats in every bar. And then children, we said that when we look at the bottom number, we get it from the second name of every note. Remember, for example, if it is a semi-brief, we call it a whole note. So we use one for the whole note. When we come to the minim is, the other name for the minim is a half note. So children, when you see two at the bottom, then you know that is the main beat is a minim beat. So if it is a crochet, children, if it is a crochet, then a crochet, the other name for a crochet is a quarter note. So the 4 at the bottom tells us that that is what? A quarter or a crochet. So when you, for example, see 2, 4, you know that there are 2, and then you look at the bottom number. What is the bottom number, children? The bottom number is 4. So if it is 2, 4, then it means those are 2 crochet beads in every bar. So one thing you need to ask yourself when you are describing the time signature, for example, if this is 2 and this is 4, you just first of all write, what are you seeing at the top? You say, I'm seeing 2. So you say 2. And then you ask yourself, what is the bottom number? The bottom number is 4. So, and 4 is the other name for a crochet note. That is a quarter note, a crochet note. So you replace 4, that is a quarter note, with the crochet. And then you say 2 crochet beats in every bar. If the time is 2, 2, first of all, you ask yourself, what is the top number, children? The top number is 2. What is the bottom number? The bottom number is 2. 2 at the bottom is the half note. So the other name for the half note is what? Is a minim. So children, you say 2 minim beats in every bar. Now, when you come to this table here, this table is going to help you to know how to describe the time signature. So we have said anytime you see a 2 at the bottom, that is a minim beat. A 4 at the bottom, that is a crochet beat. 8 at the bottom is a quiver note. The 16 at the bottom, then that is what? Semiquiver. So if it is 2-2, you say 2 meaning beats in every bar. If it is 2-4, you say 2 crochet beats in every bar. If it is 2-8, it is 2 quiver beats in every bar. If it is 2-16, then that is 2 semiquiver beats in every bar. And then, children, we said time is the one that is any song must have the time signature. If you know any song, children, then know that that song that you know has the time signature. And I told you that in every first beat of the bar, it receives an accent. Like it is stronger than the rest. The first beat of the bar is stronger than the rest. This one. So if you are clapping and the time is 2-4, then it means the first note of every bar is stronger than the rest. For instance, if I'm clapping, it will be so the first beat is always stronger. The second one is a little bit weaker. So children, as we proceed, we did this exercise 5. We did this exercise. Please, if you have not done it, you can do it now, and also you can do the corrections. So 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. You look at, we said you look at the top number. We say the top number is 3. So you start by writing 3. And then you ask yourself 4. So we said a semibrief is a whole note. We take 1 to represent a whole note. A minim, a half note. A crochet, a quarter note. So in this case, we are going to replace 4 with a crochet because the crochet is the quarter note. So we say 3 crochet beats in every 3 crochet beats in every bar. And this one, you ask yourself, what is the top number? The top number is 4. Then you say 4. Then you ask yourself, 4 what? 4 at the bottom, that is a quarter note. So those are 4 crochet beats in every bar. Children, 2, 2, 2, you start with the number at the top, those are 2, and then 2 stands for the half note. So a half note is a minim. So you say 2 minim beats in every bar. Then when you come to 2-8, so you start with the top number first, that is 2. 8 is the 8th note. So the other name for the 8th note is a quiver. So you say quiver, when you press 8 with a quiver, beats in every bar. Then when you come to 2-16, you say 2, because 2 is the one at the top, and then 16 is the 16th note. That is a semiquiver. So you say 2 semiquiver beats in every bar. So that is it. Time signature is easier. And then if 4-4, most of the songs children are in 4-4 time. So if it is clapping 4/4, we say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first note is stronger. First note is stronger. And children, I told you most of our songs are in 4/4 time. And in each song, you will feel that there's, when you are singing, there's where you put more accent or more stress than the other lyrics. For instance, when you sing, you are singing, uh, Samina mina, waka waka, Samina mina zangalewa. It's time for Africa. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. The first bit of every bar is accented or it is stronger. If you are nodding your head, you will nod it more as compared to the other lyrics or the other beats. So children, any song that you know, it has the time signature. Any song that you sing. So from today, I encourage you children, as you sing the song, try to just ask yourself what is the time signature of this song, and you try to find out. And I've told you, finding out it is easier. What you need to do, find the accent, and you see how the pattern occurs, or it repeats itself. If it is after every 4, if it is after every 3, if it is after every 2. So for instance, happy birthday, when you are singing happy birthday song, children, it is happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday. So in that song, you realize that the time is 3/4 because the stronger beat repeats itself after every other 3. So children, this week you will look more on we'll look more on the bars and balance and time signatures. Then one thing you should know is that when you are doing these bars and time signatures, not all the time you'll be having 2/4 and you find 2 crotchets in every bar. That music will be monotonous. It will be just boring. So you need to vary up your notes. For instance, you ask yourself, if the time is 2/4, then if I have 2 crotchets, for example, this crotchet here, I can say, a crotchet, in a crotchet, we have 2 quavers. So instead of having this one here, I can decide to have 2 quavers, children, so that the music cannot be monotonous. Okay, children, I can be having 2 quavers instead of the crotchet. So in this bar, it can read a crotchet and 2 quavers and then a bar line. And then children here, I know that 2 quavers, 2 crotchets, 2 crotchets make up a minim. So in this bar, I might decide to do away with these 2 crotchets and then do what? Put a minim there. So we'll see more on how we can vary, because if you have 4 crotchet beats in every bar, all the time you have 4 crotchets, then it will be boring. Your music will be boring. So we need a variation, children. And this one, anytime you see these 2 quavers, children, 2 quavers are equal to 1 crotchet. 2 quavers are equal to 1 crotchet. And whenever you see a minim, whenever you see what? A minim, that minim has 2 counts. The minim has 2 counts. And remember, children, that if I have a crotchet, I divide it into 2, I'll get 2 quavers. And if I further divide these 2 quavers into semiquavers, I'll get 4. So anytime you see 4 semiquavers, children, then that one is what? That is equal to a crotchet. So if I was to add a bar line, I say this is a crotchet, these 2 quavers are equal to a crotchet, a bar line. it has been put here. So a crochet, two quavers make one crochet. So 1 plus 1 is 2. A minim has 2. So children, you might not be seeing all the time 2 crochets, but we can rather vary these crochets to become what? To some other notes, so at least we can make our music interesting. So children, I want us to look at this exercise 6. This exercise 6. For instance, you are supposed to add bar lines. So before you add bar lines, one thing you need to look at, the time. The time you have told it is 2-4. What does 2-4 mean? We have said those are 2, 4 stands for crochet. So 2 crochets. Remember children, this is 1. So here you write 1 crochet. And here 2 quavers, you say these 2 quavers are equal to 1. And this one is 1. And this one is 1 crochet. Then a minim has 2 crochet. So you write there 2 children. And then this is 1 crochet. There's another crochet. And these are 2. A minim has 2. 4 semiquavers. You do a line. That is before you start adding bar lines. You do a line and then you say this is 1. And then this is 1. So children, we have been told that we are supposed to have 2 crochets. We are supposed to have how many? 2 crochets. So this is 1 plus 1, see this is 2. So you add a bar line. This is 1 plus 1, 2. You add a bar line. This is 2 already, so you put a bar line. This is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, you put a bar line. This minim has 2, you put a bar line. And this one, this is 4 semiquavers are equal to 1. Remember, 4 semiquavers are equal to 1 crochet. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And then finally, you have your double bar lines. So children, I want you to attempt exercise 6. Exercise 6. Exercise 6. Then you do number 1, exercise 6. Have a lovely day, children. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.